Oh, um, so I want to point out that Dave doesn't identify as female in any type of way.
I know. You just said sometimes he wears feminine clothes.
The only reason I put down one name over the other is just to show whether he's wearing female or male clothing.
I know that.
So he's wearing male clothing today.
Okay, so he's Dave. Got it. I know that the name Davina never gets spoken. I was just using it to... Yeah, I was just skipping. Alright, so we've got Dave, Bo, Orlind. I'm not sure who plays Orlind. Who plays Orlind again? Is that Tao?
Yes.
Remind me what Orlind looks like very briefly.
I don't think you ever actually told Heather.
No, I remember Isribeau rolled for this.
I've heard the name, so...
Bo, roll a perception.
Oh wait, is Orlind the...
Roll a perception.
Oh, roll a perception. Okay.
He looks like an orc today.
There you go, Tal. That's their roll.
Looks like a human. I mean, I don't know what you want. He has red hair.
Is Orlind the very pale one that we saw almost bite what's-his-face?
What? Excuse me? Are you accusing...
You totally almost bit that woman.
Are you accusing my totally human paladin?
Cain suddenly sneezes.
You might have a kink? How do I know?
Earl, Cain suddenly sneezes in the next room over. As if someone were talking about him.
Just saying, whatever your kink is, that's great. It was kind of in a public place and all.
Don't push your kinks, somebody else's kinks on my characters.
Stop projecting.
This is in character. What are you saying? Bo is
saying
telling you not
saying.
to bite people.
I was saying that if that's your kink, that's fine. Just don't do it in public.
I do not understand what you're talking about, friend.
Look, we all like to get a little rough and tumble occasionally, but doing it in public isn't always the most suggested because, you know, we were already in a place where people don't like us.
Well, friend,
Dave looks horrified.
I'm not sure you're actually talking about me.
Okay, that's why I was trying to clarify. This is the one that... Orlind is the one that I saw is super duper pale and totally not a vampire.
No.
He's not pale.
Okay, see, that's why I was saying I was confused. Okay, then, yeah, no, I wouldn't have said that if this is not that guy.
Are you pale?
I thought this was the totally not a vampire character. That's why I was confused.
This is the guy that... Remember when we went on that totally social session and then we had that note and then somebody ate the note?
Yes, but the vampire was in that session, and that's why I was... The vampire was in that session, so...
He
wasn't in that session.
Okay, I've played a lot of sessions, and so... yes, somebody...
Orlind is the one who just had the, weirdly long tongue and swallowed the note whole.
Right! The weirdly long tongue. Okay, now I know. Yeah, it's the human with a weirdly long tongue. I remember now. Got it.
You don't want to see what he can do to a cherry stem.
I mean... Maybe I would.
I can tie cherry stems with my tongue.
I'm not married yet. I'm only engaged.
Did Cain say that? Cain, the lady killer.
Cain trying to relate to other. I can tie a cherry stem with my tongue. It's like, what the fuck? Where did you come from, you creepo?
The pale lady taught me how to do it.
I love Cain. If you want, you can roll me a sleight of tongue.
Who, man?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
To have a chair to
Somebody give somebody a cherry stem.
He's
I
alright.
mean, just imagine a cherry stem and then tie a knot and then.
But see, you could imagine a tied.
Technically.
And I'm imagining a tied cherry stem and sticking my tongue out.
You do so, and now there's a tied cherry stem on your tongue.
Just gonna lift both my fists in the air and go, yes!
How impressive, friend.
Bloink suddenly jumps off of a nearby bit of furniture and snatches the cherry stem off of your tongue, opens his mouth and a garbage can and drops it down his gullet.
Just gonna kind of clap my hands over my face like, ah!
The goblin goes, ha ha ha! The greatest thief strikes again, and he kind of quickly scutters off.
What was who was that young fellow?
Young fellow.
Pay no mind, friend.
You use that word. I'm not sure you know what it means.
What, friend?
Orlind vacantly smiles at you.
Who smiles at me?
I think Orlind doesn't Orlind always have that slightly vacant smile, Tal?
Not really.
Slightly naked smile?
Vacant.
Vacant. Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
Nah, he would just be like, Orlind says, "What a great joke, friend." That's what he says.
Alright.
What? What?
It's a dialect. I said all right.
Oh, that's what you said. I thought you said something and then.
Nah,
didn't
he said
finish.
ite. A''IGHT. Ite.
Okay.
Shall we move on, friends?
Where are we going this time?
Down into the deeps.
Alright, I'll be there in a second. I just want to go say goodbye to Adula.
He's sitting on a very tall chair, swinging his legs.
Swings by Adula's room and just... Hey Adula, we're about to head out. I just wanted to say bye.
Okay, bye.
See you in no time.
He kind of waves.
He didn't laugh.
Huh?
He didn't laugh?
He did, but he seemed down right now about something, and you're just not certain how you get that.
Oh. I'll be back later.
Okay, I know you will. Unless the timeline in which you die, of course.
I'm gonna do my best to avoid that timeline. Okay, bye. Just kind of slinks out of the doorway.
God of time. I humbly await your time to finally come.
How rude.
What the fuck? Cain just pops up out of nowhere.
Why so rude? This is like...
It's not rude. I await the time that his soul goes to meet the others in my lady's realm. He has already seen it, so it is already true.
Oh, yeah. Edgelord. Hi. I forgot about you. Yeah, no. I like him existing for now. Thanks. He's kind of cool.
But not later? How nice of you.
Well, we know it's going to happen, so I am appreciating all the time I'm granted with him, while acknowledging that it can't go on forever so that I don't get any clingy issues. It's like appreciating a puppy, knowing you have to get rid of it.
I'm a puppy.
You're better than a puppy.
You have to get rid of me.
No, in the... Trying not to get attached to something, that way it doesn't hurt as much when they're gone, because you know otherwise you'd get very attached and miss them terribly. And since you have already foretold your future, I'm trying to hurt less when you're gone.
Um.
What? I'm allowed to like things. Even if
No,
the things
that's-
end up being,
I just
time-controlling gods.
I just kind of feel bad for Adula for being likened to a puppy.
Look, people like puppies! What's wrong with being likened to a puppy? I was just using a metaphor!
Yes, but you're comparing a
I'm not
god.
comparing him to a puppy! I was saying that
As
I'm
you
trying
guys,
my best not to hurt.
As everyone needs to roll me a will save, everyone involved in this conversation.
Okay. Where do I find will save?
Wisdom, sorry.
Thank you.
This is not a magical effect, Tal. Bo, since you're talking so much about Abdullah being and not being a puppy, you can't help but like subconsciously start imagining a
I totally would!
a puppy that looks very similar to Abdullah, and one appears with its like crazy starry eyes, and it begins kind of like walking around the Tantalium, being all mysterious and shit.
Oh my god, I love it. I wish
Wait,
it never had to
it's
leave.
being
See,
mysterious?
this is what I'm talking about. I like this puppy, right? The puppy exists, and I'm going to appreciate it for as long as it exists. But I know eventually it's going to disappear. It can't stay in the Tantalium forever. It can't leave the Tantalium. Eventually the puppy is just going to poof. I am going to be very
Please.
sad.
This is
With
a
the
horribly depressing thought, Abdullah says, looking at the puppy version of him.
It is depressing. That's what I was trying to say.
By the way, this puppy is like essentially a dog body with a very small version of Abdullah's human head on it. And it goes, it looks at you all and goes, woof.
Wait, did I accidentally just create Full Metal Alchemist? God damn it.
Woof.
So yes, that's the point I was trying to make. Is it is depressing. I don't want you to die. You know it's gonna happen. I don't want it to happen. I don't like it. So I'm trying to come to peace with it so it doesn't hurt so much when it does happen.
Whoa.
That's the puppy metaphor. I don't actually think you're a puppy.
Woof. Anyways, are you guys all set to go then?
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys say goodbye to Abdullah. He kind of like gives you a half-hearted wave. And you're back in the Underdark with the caravan. You guys had just fought the corrupted beholders. The Mind Witness one was called, and the other one was called, what was it, a gazer? I forget.
The pink one and the tiny one, right?
Yeah. Their bodies lay in two separate heaps on the stones. Did you want to do anything here before moving on? You guys are considered. This is after you guys have rested.
There's nothing special about them we would need, right? No reason to be a like murder hobo or loot bodies, guys.
What we last killed was like Umber Hulks, right?
Yes.
These things are the eye stalk crazy fuckers. We don't need. Oh wait, Dylan, I'm totally gonna go take one of their eyes.
All right. Yeah.
Bo would clap his hands together and go to take an eye.
All right. Are you trying to take one of the eye stalks or the big eye in the center of the body?
What's the difference in size? What are we talking here?
Well, the Mind Witness's main eye has no pupil. It's just like all of its eyes are just pure white with bloodshot like veins.
Don't want that. That's gross looking. What about the other one? Did the other one have eyes?
The other one is like honestly, it's by the way, it's the Mind Witness's main eye is about as big as your entire body. The gazer's eyes are much smaller and still freakish looking. Like the eye takes up most of this creature's body. And it's
Then
a
one of the
medium
smaller
creature.
ones.
Huh?
Then one of the smaller ones.
They're like fist size.
Perfect. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, so you're gonna need to roll me a survival check to figure out how to safely extract one of the eyeballs, or some sort of other check.
I mean, I was just going to cut up the eye stalk and take part of the eye stalk with me. I don't care.
Okay, so you're gonna have to roll me a check to do that.
All right. Sleight of hand, good.
No.
Okay.
It's survival to skin something.
Survival,
Oh.
knowledge, nature, or something, because you're trying to harvest something from the body and you're trying to not damage it.
That makes sense. Okay, there's. Well, fuck.
You don't actually know if there's any method to safely extract one of these eyes. You do know that these were firing some pretty horrible things, and you're not certain if these rays continue firing after it's dead.
Okay. Then I would try and point it away from me and cut the eye stalk.
Okay. Roll me a survival now. At disadvantage.
No, when I say point away from me, I point away from everyone else as
disadvantage.
well. Just checking.
It's because of your poor nature check that this is at disadvantage.
No, yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm just clarifying.
You cut the stalk, and you're not certain like why this happens, but the entire stalk and the eye wither and like become as if they were shrunken. Like, have you seen a shrunken head?
Yeah.
Like that. Like, it essentially immediately decays to almost nothing, and it's very, very brittle in your hand. And slimy and gross.
I'm gonna turn around my shoulder and just be like, hey, do any of you guys know anything about, like, how to skin animals, I guess?
Cain, I know how to skin people.
I was about to say.
That works. I need an eyeball.
I mean...
Why exactly do you need an eyeball, friend?
It's a disguise mechanism.
Wait.
Haven't you heard the saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder?
So you're going to dress up as a beholder?
No, it's all for the pun. I'm doing this whole thing for that pun. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. This is a beholder, so I'm taking its eye for beauty.
Ugh.
Either way,
That's literally it. I was
let
just
me-
building up to the pun.
let me roll a nature check to see why it withered and
Oh.
died.
Well, that's a lot better.
She accidentally cut one of the veins. That, like, she essentially cut through something in the stalk that you're supposed to handle a little bit more gently than he did.
Unlucky.
So, can you help me?
No, I don't want it.
Well, yeah, but I want it, and at least just tell me what not to cut, so I don't shrivel another eye.
I don't know how to skin something.
Who's the one who wrote the check? That was Dave, right?
Yeah. He just knows that you did something wrong. He doesn't know how to do it himself. He's not a ranger.
Dylan, how many eye stalks are on this thing?
Now?
Bound to get it right eventually.
Oh, let me just count in my head. Should be 4 left.
Okay, then I'm gonna try one more real quick. Do I just do the survival, or should I try nature first?
Dave, did you tell her what she did wrong or not? Sorry, did you tell him what he did wrong or not?
I only said you cut it the wrong way, and you had to be gentle, but he doesn't actually know how.
So you can have advantage on a knowledge nature if you want to roll it to try and get advantage on your survival first.
Cool. Let's do that. That's a little.
Yeah,
better.
this time you spend some time squeezing the eye stalks first, and you can feel that there's a very thick, like, tendon that you know you're gonna have to be a little bit more gentle with instead of just going right through it. So you can have advantage on this survival.
Cool. Damn it.
Your hand slips though, and you mangle this one too, and it quickly shrivels.
Balls up, hands. Curses! That came out higher pitched than I intended it, but
That poor creature is just being mutilated.
I mean, it's dead. And it mutilated us. So. Look, if you were over here helping me, I would be mutilating it less. But if you're gonna just stand over there and not be able to help me, then I'm gonna just keep trying. Because I need an eye.
I don't want to. It's icky. And
okay, then keep your complaints to yourself, then, kid.
They deserve something less demeaning.
Cain, Orlind?
My connection is currently shitting out, so I can hear you guys on Discord, but I can't do anything on Roll20. So
okay. Orlind is staring and just smiling vacantly. Cain?
Being edgy as fuck in the corner.
Cain is in the corner, rolling his eyes and saying, "This is so stupid."
That's me in the corner.
Back to Dave and Bo, and your mangling beholder. It has 3 eye stalks left now.
Eye stalk number 3.
Huh?
Eye stalk number 3. We're going for this.
Yeah. Okay. You can just have advantage on it since you know what to do this time. There you
go.
You managed to extract the stock correctly. So add beholder eye stock to your inventory.
Kick-ass.
Well, sorry, gazer eye stock to your inventory because that's what that was.
Yeah, but it's a type of beholder, so it's got some kind of.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything in this area, or moving on?
We're moving on. I'm moving on.
Hey, so Whiskey Finest get some bridges across the gap, so this way you guys can get onto the rough stones, and you all begin traveling again, scouting ahead of the main group. Dave, are you casting light?
Oh, sorry. Yes, on the rapier.
Okay, is anyone else doing anything while you're scouting?
I am keeping an eye on the ceiling for those umbrella fuckers.
You have dark vision, yeah?
Yeah.
Sometimes the ceiling is too high up for you to see, and other times you can clearly see what's on it. You guys travel like this for several hours through the Underdark, scouting ahead. Dave, you start feeling a vibration in your bones, similar to the way that Tyr summons you all.
Uh-oh.
And it's getting stronger now each step you take. You can see the rune in your mind's eye is very close. It's just ahead of you. It's almost close enough for you to reach out and touch, it feels like. One moment.
Okay.
Anyone doing anything on your walk?
Staying a bit away from the others.
Holy crap.
I still can't do anything on Roll20, so I might have to restart my computer.
Do so. Apparently Cain's token is now decided to shit its pants and has vanished.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording for now then.